Free Season 28 essences? Let's begin. Welcome back everyone. Let's quickly go over what we got last week. So last week we got some new content in the Penrose maze. There was the new perfumer S tier accessory known as the Flower of Forgettance with some really nice effects. In the store, the main store, we got an S tier swing called the Hymn of the Tide, and we got an A tier table that was called Deep Sea Dining Table. In the furniture collection store, we got a ton of returning items to that store. In the Spyglass store, we got some new dishes, 3 new dishes, of which one of them was coffee. We got the final push event where you could get extra logic points because of course season 28 is just about to begin. We got a new room furniture time limited event where if you completed events you'll be able to get music notes and pieces of furniture to put into your room. We got tons of character adjustments. We got adjustments for Lawyer, Professor, Lucky Guy, Wax Artist, Nightwatch, Hellember and Nightmare. I got to test a lot of these changes in one of my streams last week, so if you want to go and see those changes firsthand, go and check that stream out. We also got some improvements to hide and seek mode where they added a custom spectate mode, item pre-order function and best deduction feature. Let's talk about what's coming this week. This week I need to make a point to say that Danganronpa V3 crossover is about to end. It ends on, well, the day of the patch, so make sure that if you are going to open your essences that you do them right away. This week we are getting the season 28 essence 1, also the beginning of season 28, and this essence contains the S tier skin for Cheerleader that is called Fluorite. It's a very fancy skin indeed. The A tier skin for Batter Tungsten and the A tier skin for Guard 26 Aragonite. These are all very fancy skins in my personal opinion, but I think what's most important is that of course we're getting the Cheerleader skin, meaning we're also getting the new survivor called Cheerleader. If you haven't seen her video on her abilities, I'm going to give you a quick rundown on her abilities. Her first ability is Motivate, that gives her a speed boost, but then she gets slowed down at the end of the speed boost. Inspire is the ability she has where she can reduce other survivors' cooldowns. Similar to how Seer can send his owl to a survivor to protect them, she can actually select a survivor and then give them a 20-second cooldown on their abilities. She also has the ability Encourage, where she can actually go close to a survivor and motivate them and give them motivating points. Survivors that have motivation can then go and use these points to be able to do different effects. They can use some of these points to give themselves a speed boost, or they can even use it if they have enough to be able to recover from the crawling state. So if they get knocked down, they'll be able to get back up immediately if they have enough points. I believe she also has a slower decoding speed. All thumbs, I believe it's 10% slower, but that's really all that she has. She's a very fancy character and I'm sure that a lot of people will be playing her. Some more content that we're getting with season 28 is of course we're getting the new Logic Path that has an A tier skin for Thief that is a Matador skin. It comes along with a B tier accessory that's like a glove and a portrait and portrait frame themed around the Thief skin, of course. We're also getting new rank rewards and they revealed last week what the effects were. They are very fancy indeed. The S tier rank reward for this season 28 is for Naiad and it's called Summer Lotus. It has effects where her water pools that she drops behind her will have little lotus leaves. I'm not a big fan of what they look like, but I'm sure other people probably are. When she closes the abyss, the lilies or the lotus will turn into a purple glowing effect. They look very fancy indeed. And she also has a carry animation where she kind of grabs them under her arm and carries them backwards. It's kind of funny to watch. There are of course 2 A tier rank rewards that are coming along with that Naiad one, and the first one is for Dancer called Burning at Both Ends. This changes her music box to have like a blue fire effect or a orange fire effect depending on if it's slow box or fast box. Also we get the A tier one for Composer called Conductor Baton that gives him some purple effects whilst he's decoding and also gives him purple kind of electric lines when he's kind of using his speed up boost ability. Very good effects overall. This week we're also getting a special event that was just announced recently as Netease revealed that Identity V has finally reached 300 million players worldwide. Very, very exciting, and because of this they're giving us some rewards including 10 season 28 essence 1 essences, an emote unlock card, I am assuming it's permanent, and all characters will be available and extra logic point bonus during the event. I'm not really sure if we'll have to kind of complete stuff to be able to get these rewards or if they'll just send them to our mail. It looks to me like it's going to be rewards for completing something, maybe missions or something. And how can I forget another event that we're getting, and that is the Moonlight Race event that is going to be another part 2 or part 3 to the Chasing Shadows event that we had maybe a year or 2 ago. This event is bringing a new map to the Chasing Shadows mode that is the running mode where you have to race, and that is the map Golden Cave. It has some really fancy things. They did do a little bit of a sneak peek video showing us what it looked like, and it looks exciting to play on. There's going to be an event where you'll be able to get event rewards including a portrait frame, a few graffitis, and a B tier journalist skin. There's also going to be a quiz or quiz reward. I'm not really sure what that is, but that will give us 3 more graffiti. And the top players that complete this Golden Cave map, I assume at the end of the event, will get a special frame. And a minor event that we're getting this week as well is we're getting on the 30th of August, Wu Chang's character day. That is the day before the patch. How about some future content? What are we getting from the future? Well, on September 7th, we're getting the new Coordinator S tier package. Not really sure what it's called yet, but it is going to bring along the Coordinator S tier skin Amazonite, that it must be a type of stone because it's connected to the Season 28 Essence 1 Essence theme. Kind of cool. And it also will come along with an A tier accessory called Soaring Beneath the Stars. It's like a crystal bird. We got a little bit more information about a upcoming crossover, the one that we talked about a couple of weeks ago that's coming for Gardner. That's going to bring her an S tier skin, and that's the Lake crossover, the Hangzhou West Lake crossover. We know, of course, that it's bringing the After the Rain S tier skin for Gardner, and it's coming on the 21st of September, so that's not that far away. There's also going to be an event, as I predicted, that's going to bring along a frame, although I'm not sure what the frame is for. It doesn't look like a portrait frame to me, and an emote called Go on a Journey. There will also be extra rewards for players that go to the offline event in China. Unsure if they will bring any of these rewards to global in any way. I've said the word event a lot this episode, but we still have another event to talk about, and that is another event that's coming on the 14th of September, so a couple of weeks away, and that is the Olympics event that's returning again. And this is going to include the returning B tier skin for dancer called Gymnastics, a ton of Olympic sprays, and more. As we're getting a special map, Golden Cave, added to the new Chasing Shadow mode, you might be interested in finding out some Easter eggs for all the different maps around Identity 5. So check out the video that's on the screen right now if you want to do exactly that.